You have stepped outside the matrix and now you are starting to love life. This is a quick message.
From
Chosen
the
one,
universe.
you are
Chosen one.
starting to see things in a mindset that you are starting in a mindset that you need to, right? And this feeling that you have now, you have to understand this feeling that you have, that you, this understanding of you being in control of this actual body, your avatar, versus you actually feeling as though you are the actual avatar. This is called merging into the simulation. See, when you have been living your life thinking that the avatar possesses the soul, not understanding that the soul possesses the avatar, this this caused the simulation to not merge, or this caused the simulation to render in a way whereas you don't get to engage with it properly. So you haven't been able to actually experience the full simulation or what it is, in since you've been here, because you've always believed that you were a human being, um, with a soul and not a soul operating a human avatar. And this is a very big thing. So you have stepped out of you have stepped out of this matrix and you are starting to realize, whoa, I am a soul. My essence is eternal. I exist outside of this reality. This is just a learning process or like a school. Some of you understand that some of you are here with greater, bigger missions. Obviously, we've been fighting for the construct, but you're understanding that this reality is not your final destination or your final um, stint. You understand that you are a being that you expand past this actual physical uh, plane. And so what this does for you, chosen one, this enables the simulation to render in a way that gives you full engagement, or what I call full reign over the simulation. Meaning you can actively manifest as a technique. You can actively glitch this reality. You can actively, um, you know, make beings do what you need them to do. Things that they would say is abilities. It's not really that it's abilities. It's actually you being merged with the simulation in the way that you're supposed to, so you can engage with it and how it was originally made for you to engage with it. And so you are literally starting control, rewrite, and reprogram your life, the algorithm of your life. You are starting to create loops that make you win, that generate money, loops that generate energy for you to be able to live the life that you want to. You are actively starting to understand how to do this. And now you are starting to love life. You are starting to remember that Earth was a place that souls wanted to come to get this physical experience. You are starting to remember that you love this simulation, that beings all over from all densities and dimensions really love this simulation. This is because you have merged with it in the correct way. See, chosen one, when you thought that you was a body, when you thought that you were a human being, Not realizing that you were a deity or entity amongst men and women when you thought that you were simply a human being. Life did whatever it wanted to do for you. Lesson after lesson, because you didn't understand the purpose of life. You couldn't get the mindset of understanding death. Why be born to work and die? Why be this cursed human? Why be this cursed human where I have to live a life where I just have to work to live to die? What is the purpose of this? It didn't have a purpose. A lot of you would think about times when you would have to resurrect. You would say, man, I don't want to reincarnate as somebody else. Not realizing that your essence, who you are, is eternal. And a lot of you that have been returning and reincarnating into this life, you have been the same you every time. Because your personality, how you think, how you talk, how you walk, everything about you is eternal. This is why this is why everybody tries to bite your style, talk like you, and do what you do. See, when you thought that you were a human and you didn't understand that you were a soul inhabiting or operating an avatar, death was more than it is. Death was real. It wasn't an illusion. But now that you understand that you are an entity, a soul inhabiting, operating, a conscious being, you understood that death is just an illusion. Chosen one, you are fully online. You are starting to attract. You are starting to understand that none of this shit that you ever learned even mattered. You are starting to see the programs for what they were meant for. To close you down, to shut you down, and to make you operate within limits. You are starting to see that the programming, the religion, the pre-programmed beliefs, the cultures, the traditions, you're starting to see a lot of that stuff that was thrown and given to you were just programs. It was just invisible chains to keep you linked into a certain or anchored into a certain frequency. You're starting to realize that when you make your own rituals and your own frequencies, these have power. You are waking up and you are remembering how much you love life.